Let's be honest. Most men don't need a smoking gun. They feel it. Something shifts overnight. The tone changes, the rhythm goes off. Details suddenly need clarifying. You tell yourself not to be paranoid, but your body knows when the story changed. Truth. You can't read minds, and you shouldn't play detective. Yet behavior leaves footprints, especially the morning after. Your job isn't to accuse, it's to notice patterns, ask cleanly, protect your health, and choose with self-respect. If 2 or 3 of these signs show up in the same 24-48-hour window and honesty disappears, you don't need proof, you need a decision. No. 5 hurts most because it's where your heart feels the gap before your head admits it. I coach men through this every week. Different cities, different ages, same loop. They negotiated with their gut, chased reassurance, and paid with peace. Tonight, I'm giving you 8 morning after signs to watch for, plus simple lines that create clarity without drama. If you see these, you pause intimacy, you ask once, and you act. You don't snoop, you don't run a courtroom, you protect your future. Do one thing that might help another man right now. Subscribe and drop a single line in the comments about the moment you knew something was off. No names, just the moment. Your line could be the flashlight someone else needs. Sudden rhythm, change in availability. What it is. In 24 to 48 hours, the tempo flips. Fast replies become delayed or oddly formal. Plans that used to lock easily become later. We'll see. This week is crazy, with no specific follow-up. Why it matters. When attention shifts, availability shifts with it. People make time for what lights them up. Common mistake. You compensate. Longer texts, multiple new options, just checking in. That teaches her you'll carry both sides. Mini scene. Last week you traded voice notes before bed. Now you get busy day at 11:41 p.m. You offer thu 7:08 p.m. or sat 11 a.m. 12 p.m. She answers, let me see, then goes silent. Action line, I plan when there's a concrete time. If you want to meet, send 2 options that work for you. Then stop. Silence is data. Privacy spikes overnight. What it is, phone flips face down when it never used to. Notifications go off, new passcode, sudden work stuff, bathroom trips with the phone, shower the moment she arrives, urgent solo laundry. Why it matters. Healthy privacy is normal. Abrupt secrecy after a specific window is a pattern. Common mistake, snooping. You trade your integrity for information and become the villain even if your gut is right. Mini scene, her phone used to rest on the table, now it's glued to her hand. A message pings and she tilts the screen away. It's nothing. You ask who it is. Why are you being weird? Action line, I don't go through devices. I value openness. If transparency isn't available when I ask directly, I'll take space. The timeline won't sit still. What it is. Little inconsistencies stack. Got home at 10, later, actually 11. Girls' night becomes just 2 co-workers, becomes actually 1. Why it matters. Specifics are stable when there's nothing to hide. Constant clarifying means you're managing aversion, not hearing the truth. Common mistake. Cross-examining like a detective. That invites defensiveness and flips the topic to your control. Mini-scene. You hear 3 versions of the same evening in 2 days. Each one edits a detail that mattered to you. You feel crazy, not because you are, but because the map keeps moving. Action line. I need consistency I can trust. The story keeps changing, and that doesn't work for me. If we can't be straight, I'll step back. Social footprints don't match the story. What it is. Stories look curated when you're around and casual when you're not. Tags disappear. A friend's post shows the same outfit at a lounge on the night she stayed in. New friends appear overnight with priority access. Why it matters. Attention leaves tracks, calendars, circles, posts. Common mistake, policing her socials. Your job isn't control, it's pattern recognition. Mini scene. She talks about a cozy night at home. A mutual friend posts a late group selfie. The next morning, the tag vanishes. One item is noise. A string of edits is signal. Action line, I'm not here to monitor you. I do need alignment between words and reality. If that isn't available, I'll take space. Intimacy turns mechanical, or vanishes while the words stay sweet, the one that hurts. What it is, touch becomes quick, distant, or purely performative. Kisses land without warmth, cuddling disappears. Or the opposite. Over-the-top sweetness and gifts arrive, but presence is low and exits are quick. Why it matters, bodies tell the truth. Either way, cold distance or guilt sugar, it's compensation, not connection. Common mistake, pushing for closeness to fix it, or mistaking extra niceness for proof everything's fine. Mini scene. She used to melt into you after a movie. Now she's up immediately, exhausted, shower, phone, bed turned away. Next day, she brings your favorite snack, compliments you, avoids eye contact, leaves early. Action line, I want closeness, not just contact. We feel off. If something changed, name it. Until I have clarity, I'm pressing pause. Scent, grooming, and logistics that don't fit the day. What it is, different fragrance that isn't hers, hairstyled twice in one day for no reason, showered at an odd hour, urgent need to wash sheets, sudden change of clothes, or a borrowed hoodie that was lying around. Why it matters. Environments leave traces. Sudden efforts to erase them are often about comfort, not cleanliness. Common mistake, turning into CSI. You don't need to hold a symposium about shampoo. Mini scene. You planned a lazy morning. She arrives freshly showered from a quick stop, changes, and does laundry before coffee. Action line. The details feel off today. I'm not accusing you. I'm telling you how I feel. If we're exclusive, I need clarity. If we're not, we need to align on that and protect our health. Emotional swing, distant, irritable, or oddly euphoric. What it is? Sharp mood shift, cold and snappy for no reason, or unusually bright and talkative with a hollow feel underneath. Why it matters? Guilt, anxiety, or novelty can leak through the mood before the words catch up. Common mistake, walking on eggshells, entertaining harder, or chasing reassurance. Mini scene. Small questions get short answers. Light jokes land heavy. Or she's extra sweet, but avoids depth. Action line. We feel off. I don't need perfect, just straight. Are we on the same page about us right now? Preemptive reframes and upside-down logic. What it is? You raise a calm concern. She flips it into a character judgment. You're overreacting. You're insecure. You're controlling. Or labels ruin everything. Let's just vibe. Why it matters? This dodges accountability and trains you to doubt your own read. Common mistake, defending your personality instead of returning to the behavior. Mini scene, you ask for phones away during dinner. She rolls her eyes and calls you dramatic. The topic shifts from presence to your issues. Action line, I'm naming a standard, not asking for permission. If respect for it isn't there, we're done. If 2 or 3 of these signs appear in the same window and clarity disappears, pause intimacy and protect your health. In the second half, I'll hand you clean scripts to ask once without a courtroom, a no-snoop policy that still gets you truth, a health-first checklist, the 48-hour rule that turns fog into facts, what real repair looks like, if you try, and exit lines that end things kindly and final. Here's how you protect yourself without turning into a detective, and how you act with calm, clean certainty. If 2 or 3 signs show up in the same 24-48 hours and clarity disappears, you pause intimacy, you ask once, and you decide. No chasing, no courtroom. Ask once, cleanly, without accusation. Lead with observations, not labels. One breath, one question. I'm noticing a few things. The timelines keep changing, the phone habits shifted, and we feel distant. I'm not here to interrogate you. I need a straight answer. Are we exclusive right now? If she says yes, ask the follow-up that protects your health. Is there anything I should know that affects my safety? Anyone else in the last few weeks? If she says no or dodges, you stop intimacy. Thank the truth you have and act. Use a no-snoop policy with a high clarity standard. You don't go through devices. You do require direct answers. I don't check phones. I rely on honesty. If we can't be straight when it matters, I won't stay. This keeps your integrity intact and still refuses confusion. The health first checklist, use immediately. Pause intimacy until clarity is real, not promised. If you resume later, use protection every time until both are tested. Schedule testing for yourself now. Invite her to do the same. If she resists testing, minimizes the need, or tries to rush past it, that's your answer. Step back. The 48-hour rule that turns fog into facts. After you ask for clarity or propose a next step, testing, boundaries plan, give it 48 hours for specific action. A booked appointment, a concrete time, a visible step. If nothing arrives, you step back. No reminders, no essays. Interest makes plans. Disinterest makes fog. Scripts for each outcome so you don't spiral. If she admits there was someone else and you're done, I appreciate the truth. I need consistency and honesty in my life, and I'm not getting that here. I'm stepping away. Wishing you well. If she admits it, and you might consider repair, thanks for being direct. Repair would require a clear timeline, cutting contact with the other person, testing, and a period of full transparency. If that's not something you want, I'll step back. If she denies and you still feel the signs, I'm not here to argue. My body says we're not right, and I'm going to honor that. I'm stepping away. Take care. If she flips it to your insecurity, I'm naming behaviors and asking for clarity. If that's dismissed, I won't keep this going. All the best. What real repair looks like, if you choose to try. Ownership without spin. I did this, not we drifted. Full timeline. When it started, what happened, when it ended. Clean cut. End contact with the other person. Remove channels, not just promises. Testing and health plan. Appointments booked now. Results shared. Transparency window. Predictable availability. Consistent stories. And access that matches the situation. You shouldn't need to pry. Details arrive unprompted. Visible effort. She proposes plans, shows on time, and repairs fast after any slip. Time-boxed review. We reassess in 4 weeks. If trust isn't growing, we end. Anything less is a wish, not a repair. Red flags during repair ended immediately. Minimizing. It wasn't a big deal. You're making this bigger than it is. Reversals. You're controlling. You're paranoid when you ask basic questions. Moving goalposts. New details keep appearing when cornered. Speed through. Can we just forget and move on already? Secrecy. Refuses testing. Won't set boundaries with the other person. One of these can be a wobble. 2 or more is the pattern. Exit. Protect your attention while you decide. Mute the thread. Archive the chat. Don't stalk socials. Tell one trusted friend. Keep the circle small. Your nervous system can't calm down if you keep feeding it triggers. How to exit kindly. And finally, I want a relationship where honesty and consistency are normal. I'm not seeing that here, so I'm stepping away. Wishing you well. Short, calm, no counter-arguments to engage with. Then remove the hooks. Mute, archive, unfollow if needed. Aftercare that gets you back to yourself. Sleep first, training second, deep work third. Eat real food, hydrate, get sunlight. Replace doom scrolling with a 20-minute walk and 1 call with a steady friend. Journal 1 page. What did I ignore? What did I learn? What will I do differently next time? Clarity becomes habit when you write it down. If you stay, the 4 promises you must hear and see. I will tell the whole truth, even when it's uncomfortable. I will protect your health and our boundaries with my actions. I will end contact that threatens our trust. I will show you, not just tell you, that I want this. Then watch for 4 weeks. Trust grows as your body quiets, not because you recited forgive and forget. What to tell yourself when doubt tries to pull you back. I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm here to choose who chooses me. Interest and honesty simplify life. Lack of either complicates it. If my days get brighter and quieter, I'm on the right track. If they get louder and smaller, I step away. Weekly reset so you never live in limbo again. Once a week, ask, where did I argue with clear data? Where did I perform after my gut said stop? Where did I break my own standards? Archive anything that keeps you on a hook and reinvest that time in sleep, training, craft, and the people who feed you peace. Self-respect reads as steadiness, and steadiness reads as attractive. Final compass for the morning after question. You don't need perfect proof to protect yourself. You only need 2 things: the pattern you can see and the peace you can feel. If the pattern says confusion and your body won't settle, you act. Cleanly. Kindly. Once. Drop the exact moment you recognized 2 or 3 signs and what you did next in the comments. Your line might save another man months of guessing. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. 5 early boundaries that keep clarity high without killing the vibe. With the exact sentences that make both of you feel safe while desire stays alive. Keep your standards where your future can reach them. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. 5 early boundaries that keep clarity high without killing the vibe. With the exact sentences that make both of you feel safe while desire stays alive. Keep your standards where your future can reach them.